Hi, my name is Kendall Waller. For my ETO project, I spent time with the 5-year-old boy that is currently in pre-K. This little boy that I spent time with, his name is Joseph. He is an African American boy who is one of the only kids in his class that is not white. A few things that he enjoys while at school are playing in centers and outside, and also singing and dancing to music. Joseph is an energetic and loving little boy. I got to see Joseph pour out love with his little brother. And anytime I would say his baby brother's name, he would quickly say, "He is my baby brother," like the proud big brother he is. With hearing his mom say that there are many times she is told that he has rough days, I began to wonder if it was because he had a new baby brother or because he is energetic and likes to be constantly moving. So I got to spend quite a bit of time with Joseph observing him at school. In Joseph's classroom, there are 18 kids and 2 teachers. I also got to talk with the teachers. With one of the 2 teachers in his room, it seemed that she was a little short with him. By what I observed, it did not seem to be due to race or gender, even though that was one of his mom's main worries. When I got to talk to her, she said that something that Joseph is learning while being in pre-K is being still and listening to the person talking. And so teaching him to be still is something that she has personally taken on and trying to teach Joseph before he enters kindergarten next year. The other teacher in his room, who is a male, is very hard on him by what I observed. His interaction with Joseph and the other kids make me think that he might look at race a little bit more than the other teacher. By talking to this teacher, I did see that it was because of race and gender. Mainly gender, because he is a male, and the expectations that his teacher has for males is higher than he does for females. But something that both teachers said is that they feel that he might be acting up a little bit for some attention, because when he is given that attention, he will listen, slow down, and follow the rules. And they think that the attention he is looking for is what he had from being the baby in the family for 4 years. But they also both said that he has definitely improved since the beginning of the year. Looking back now at what I learned from observation and interviews of Joseph's teachers and his family, I have learned a lot. 2 of the things that I learned are not necessarily new ideas, but I learned of how important it is to actually do this because of the impact it could make on the teachers, families of the students, and the students. And those things is getting to know the students' family, and their family history. And the other is that hearing assumptions of students can hurt everybody in the classroom and outside the classroom. I think that it is important to get to know your student's family, student, and history because it affects who the student is in the way they present themselves, their manners, their work ethic, their attitude, and their outlook on life. I also saw how coming in with assumed knowledge can hurt the kids, teachers, and families because as a teacher, what you hear from others will set your standards for that student. And if you hear something about their family, it will stick with you too. This can hurt relationships and understanding of each other going from teacher to family or family to teacher. But I also saw the positive side of this, that as a teacher, if you don't cling to the negative things people tell you, that you can get to know the student a little bit. And maybe the things they say are true, but you need to find that out for yourself. The way I hope to apply the things that I learned to my classroom are by personally getting to know my students, listening to what others say with a grain of salt, and understand that a family's history is very important and also is different from everybody else's. Lastly, I hope to be a teacher that is not only a subject teacher, but one who walks through life with their students.